Hello and welcome to the APN live stream of Arcadia High Baseball. Sorry for the late start, Apaches. We are a student-led organization. Took a little bit of time getting ready here, but we're here now. I'm one of your anchors for the day, Jeremy Sutton. I'm here joined by my lovely co-host, Clara Montenegro. Clara, why don't you catch us up on what we missed in this first inning of play here?
Yeah, so right now we're warming up for the second inning. Chris Wilson is out on the mound today for your Apaches. He started off going 1-2-3 with a strikeout, a line drive, and a pop fly. The Apaches didn't get anything either on their batting. They had two pop flies, a walk, and another pop fly. So yeah, today we're looking for, what type of game are we looking for, Jeremy?
Well, Clara, earlier in the week, the Apaches did play over at Pasadena High, and they took an 11-1 mercy rule in 5 innings. It was I was there myself. It didn't take long for it to become evidently clear that the Apaches were going to take the win on the day. So I'm expecting something similar today, especially with Chris Wilson on the mound. He's been doing great this season. He's 3-0 through no losses. He has as many wins as he does appearances, and a great offense behind him. Starting lineup for the Apaches today, leading off at shortstop is Jeffrey Castillo, followed by left fielder Dustin Allen. Batting third, fourth, and fifth in this order is Raider Tell over at third, Mike Easter at first base, and Jacob Lopez playing center. Rounding out the 7, 8, and 9 is Tyler Quintero over at second base, Frank Chavez as the designated hitter, and Gavin Vogel as a catcher. And then rounding out at the bottom is Brandon Wynn playing right field.
And batting right now for Pasadena is senior Olivares. He's a .294 average so far in the season.
Current count Olivares is 0-2. Delivery from Wilson. Just a bit outside for a ball, 1-2. Chris Wilson entering his second year on varsity. He transferred to Arcadia High last year, pitched very well for them, and he's returning as a junior this year. He still has one more year to go. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball at the letters. That's a ball. Count to Olivares 2-2 now. Here's the 2-2. Swung and a miss. The cleanup batter goes down swinging for the first out of the inning. That'll make it 2 strikeouts on the day for Wilson. Bringing up for the Bulldogs is number 5 batter, number 44, Zuniga. He's playing third base. First pitch from Wilson. Zuniga will look at high for ball 1-0. And the second pitch is in there for a strike, even the count up in 1-1. Excuse me, count is 2-2 actually. Oh, excuse me, 0-2.
It's been a long day for us all.
It's been a very long day for us all. End of the week, I'm ready to go home. What about you, Clara?
So I'm right with you.
Hopefully we will enter the weekend with a win in the scorebook, so Wilson's 0-2 pitch bounces in the dirt for a ball. Counting out all of 80s, 1 and 2. Oh, excuse me, Zuniga. We'll foul that back for getting another pitch after this. Again, a 2-strike pitch from Wilson. Got him reaching on that one. Grounds it over to Dominic Tello over at third. Easy play over to first for the second out of the inning. That'll go down as a 5-3 ground out.
And that's going to bring up number 23, Gonzalez, a sophomore, with a 375 average.
So far, nothing doing for the Bulldogs. They've been retired 5 in a row so far by Chris Wilson. Only managed to hit 1 ball out of the infield so far. First pitch of Gonzalez is a little low. That ball's lined in the right center gap. That'll fall for a single. Brandon Wynn's going to pick it up, shoot it over to Jeffrey Castillo over at shortstop, but it gets by him. Backing him up is Raider Tello. Runner will stay at first. That'll be a single for Gonzalez.
So with 1 runner on, that's going to bring up number 5, Junior Escobedo, who's hit .333 this season so far.
With that last base hit, that'll be the first base runner of the game for either team. First pitch is a breaking ball. No strike. Good pitch by Wilson. Runner takes his lead at first. Wilson checks him. Comes set. The 1-0 pitch. Runner not going. Ball in the dirt. Everyone stays. Good block by Vogel behind the dish. Chris Wilson on the season boasting a 0.47 ERA. The pitch is popped straight up. Third baseman Raider Tello calling for the ball. That's a routine play for the third out of the inning. That'll retire the Bulldogs. 1 base hit, but nothing doing. That'll send the Apaches up. Score still 0-0.
We flew by the top of that inning, didn't we, Jeremy?
Yeah, Chris Wilson really is making quick work of these Bulldogs here. They don't seem to be getting much off of them on the offensive side. So, Claire, we're heading into the bottom of the second inning now. Why don't you tell us a little bit about who's going to lead off this inning here?
Well, we have number 13, Lopez, Quintero, and Chavez, both really strong hitters in the middle of the lineup for the Apaches. You know, our offense has been great so far this season. A team average of .319, which is pretty high for a team going into the state of the season so far. 2 home runs. They're smart on the bases too. 4 stolen bases already.
Yeah, and those 2 home runs actually boasted by the next 2 batters of this inning. Jacob Lopez at the plate right now, and following him, Tyler Quintero. Only 2 players on the team with home runs so far. Tyler Quintero actually is a new face to Arcadia High, but he is familiar to all of us around here who've been around baseball for a while now. He's played with a lot of these guys since he was a kid back in Little League. Actually did not attend Arcadia High School until this year, so he's back and knows a good amount of the team. Everyone's excited to have him back, and in Apache Cardinal and Gold this time. First pitch to Lopez. We'll watch a breaking ball off the plate for a ball. It's a lovely day for baseball today, isn't it, Clara?
It is. It's a little bit windy, but we have the wind going the right way. If you can hit one all the way out there, have to let the wind carry it. Maybe we'll see a home run from Jacob right now.
Yeah, we got wind blowing out to left field, looks like. Perfect for all right-handed batters over here. I see some clouds, but they're in the opposite direction as the wind is going. So that is good news for our Apaches here today. As that last pitch makes it a count of 2-1 to Jacob Lopez. Lopez was 3 for 3 last game against Pasadena on Tuesday. Included a double, a home run, and a single and 4 RBIs. He'll watch that pitch high for ball 3 as it rolls all the way to the backstop. Wind up to Lopez. He'll just barely get a piece of that for a foul ball. That'll make the count full at 3-2. Full count pitch to Lopez. He'll watch that high for a base on balls. That'll be a leadoff runner for the Apaches. That'll be a base hit in the left field for Tyler Quintero. Starts off the day 1 for 1 with a single. Lopez will move to second on the play. That'll be 2 on and nobody out for Frank Chavez at the plate, designated hitter. He's hitting for Chris Wilson in the lineup. Pitcher looks his runners in. First pitch is in there for a strike. Runners at first and second take their lead. First baseman over there playing in front of the runner. That'll get Frank reaching on that. He'll foul it off for a strike. Bring the count to 0-2 with 2 on and nobody out. Following Frank Chavez on the lineup on deck is sophomore Gavin Vogel. Spin move by the pitcher gets Lopez taking a wide lead. He's getting a rundown now. And he will be tagged out by the third baseman. But Tyler Quintero will move up to second base on the play. Good heads-up baseball. That'll make Jacob Lopez the first out of the inning. Frank Chavez still with an RBI opportunity. That'll make a runner on second with 1 out here for Frank Chavez. Second baseman is holding on Quintero at second. That'll make a big gap for Frank Chavez on the right side. As that pitch misses high. Bring the count to 1-2. Sounds like the coach out there giving commands to his players. They all have some of their orders strapped to their wrists, looks like. Pitch to Frankie. He fights it off, stay alive. Count remains 1-2. Pitcher looks his runner at second, delivers to Frankie. Breaking ball high at the neck. That'll even the count at 2-2 for Frank Chavez. Apache's looking to take an early lead here in the second inning. Last game, by this point, the Apaches already had a lead of, I believe, 6-0. Very different game so far from last Tuesday. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Frank's going to think about it, but let it go high. That'll make the count full. Now it is 1 out, and there's no one behind Tyler, so it's unlikely he will be going on this pitch. Pitcher will step off on that. He'll rethink that pitch. Finds something he likes. Comes set. 3-2 to Frank Chavez. Blasted into left center field. That's going to get over the center fielder's fence to the wall. Quintero's going to score easily from second base. Frankie will coast into second base. Think about going to 3. He's going to hold it as the second baseman bobbles that ball. That'll be an RBI double for Frank Chavez.
And that's just what the Apaches needed to get on the board there. Start off this game. You have the bottom of your lineup coming up, and that's offense that the Apaches have seen a lot this season.
Fantastic swing there by Frank Chavez. Beautiful line drive. That'll bring up the catcher, Gavin Vogel. That'll be an early mound visit for the Bulldogs. Coach is going to give his player a pep talk out there. Looks like coach is going to stick with his man out there on the mound. There is no activity out in the bullpen for the Bulldogs, as it is still early in the game. The pitcher's yet to work through even 2 innings yet. Only has 1 1/3 under his belt so far. Outfield playing Vogel pretty shallow, as that first pitch misses way above his eyes for a ball, 1-0. Pitcher gets his sign. Here's the delivery, and the pitch is in the dirt. Frank Chavez is going to stay at second. Good block by the catcher. Sounds like Frank Chavez's dad just arrived at the game. A little late to the party as his son did just hit an RBI double. Pitcher's going to think about going back to second. Frankie. No one's going. Count remains 2-0. Excuse me, 3-0. Three-0 pitch to Vogel. Takes that as it's unlikely to give him the green light. That'll make the count 3-1 with a runner on second and one out. One run across the plate for the Apaches in this second inning. Here's the pitch. Vogel's going to watch that below the knees for a walk. That'll put a man on first and second for the ninth batter, Brandon Wynn.
Right fielder number 34, Brandon Wynn.
Brandon is one of the two sophomores on this team alongside Mikey Easter. He's batting .312 so far with 5 hits, so let's see if he can get another one today.
And Brandon is not the only win in the baseball program. His brother Ryan does also play with the Apaches. We'll watch that first pitch high for a ball. Catcher's going to run out and check on his pitcher. Smart move. Seems like he's a little rattled out there. Having some trouble finding the zone here in the second inning. If the Bulldogs want any shot at keeping the Apache offense at bay, unlike they did on Tuesday, they're going to have to keep pitching them something they can hit. Even though that may be dangerous, it is better than giving up walks this early. Shortstop's going to crash over to second, but the pitcher doesn't. No throw on the pitcher's part. Everyone will reset as the runners take their leads once more. Here's the pitch to Brandon. He'll watch it outside for a ball. 2-0. Pitch to Brandon Wynn is in the dirt, 3-0. I doubt he will have the green light as Jeffrey Castillo, the leadoff batter for the Apaches, is on deck. Brandon will watch it for a strike. Frank gets a little too far of a lead. Catcher will almost throw him out at second base. Bit of an ugly dive there. Loses his elbow guard, looks like. Count to win will be 3-1. Here's the pitch. Wynn was way out ahead on that one. Barely gets a piece of it, make the count full. Not a lot of speed out there on the base paths. Unlikely the runners will be going on the pitch. Catcher has shown he has a decent arm, too. Here's the full count pitch. Blasted into right field. Going to the fence is the right fielder.
That might be over.
That's a home run for Brandon Wynn. 3-run homers, first of the year. Blast to right field. No doubt about that one. Crowd is on their feet here. There'll be 3 RBIs on the day for Brandon as he blasts a full count home run over the right field fence.
Shortstop, Jeffrey Castillo.
Now these are the Apaches I'm a little more familiar with from earlier in the week, Clara. So it'll be bases empty and 1 out for leadoff batter Jeffrey Castillo. He ducks under that pitch. A little upset with the pitcher on that one, looks like. Umpire giving Castillo, looks like a little talking to out there. Jeffrey is 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out to center field in his first plate appearance. He's going to watch a curveball in there for a strike, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One pitch. Jeff's going to foul that back onto the track. Watch out, pole jumpers. That'll be 1 and 2. Ball and 2 strikes here to Jeff in the second inning. He'll watch that breaking ball off the plate a little low for a ball. Count even at 2 and 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Castillo. Spiked into the dirt. Count is now full. Lots of balls by the pitcher here. He has now made the count. He has now at least thrown 3 balls to the last 4 batters, including Jeffrey. 3-2 pitch. It's going to sail over his head. It'll be a walk for Castillo as this inning continues to roll on.
And that's going to put one on for number 22, Dustin Allen, Jr. 7 hits so far this season.
Claire, I'm reading 1 out. Is that correct?
I believe so.
It's been a long inning so far, folks. It's been a fun day for all our spring athletic teams out here at Arcadia High, as today was the day of our spring assembly, as Jeff does take a base on that curveball. As I was saying, it was the spring assembly day, wasn't it, Clara?
It was. There's a pep rally to appreciate all of our spring teams so far. I think we have swim team, track team, boys tennis, volleyball, and baseball, and softball that were commemorated in the assembly today.
Do we say golf already?
No, golf too.
Golf too. Lovely pink shirts for golf. As that next pitch misses low. Count is now 1-1. Clara, what assembly were you in today?
I was in the first assembly.
What did the baseball team do when they came out for you?
Oh, what they did, they all went up into the stands, and then people started running down, and they all came and tackled each other.
Really?
Thought it was a football team.
Now, I was in the second assembly. They did something a little different.
What did they do?
So, a few of them ran out in the middle of the gymnasium, and I was a little confused because there's a little more than a few people on the baseball team. I see a few come out from the tunnel, and they're holding none other than Gavin Vogel in his helmet and catcher's gear, as Allen's going to fly that one out to left field for a routine play. That'll be 2 outs for the Apaches here, with Raider Teller coming up to the plate. As I was saying, so they bring out Gavin Vogel on one side, and lo and behold, on the other side, I see Dylan Guerra in catcher's gear as well. I'm wondering what's going on. They're carrying both of them. Claire, they jousted with humans.
Sounds like something these boys would do.
It's exactly something they would do. They just ran full speed. I thought they were going to slow down. They did not. I thought they actually did drag Guerra off the gymnasium floor. So 2 down for Raider Tello here in the bottom of the second inning. He's got 1 runner in scoring position, Jeff Castillo out on second base. He's his first plate appearance was a walk, so he'll register as 0 for 0 in the books as he looks at that first pitch for a strike. Raiders going to watch that ball in the curveball in the dirt. Castillo stays at second base. Wise decision. That'll bring the count to 1-1. 4 runs already plated here in the second inning for the Apaches. Overall score 4-0 in favor of Arcadia. Pitcher's going to step off. Looks like he's going to adjust his stirrup or something out there on the mound. I've noticed a lot more guys wearing these stirrups now, Clara. And I must say, they do have that classic feel to them. I think I like them.
I think I like them too. I'm a girl that prefers the socks up, the pants up, so you can see the socks. I think it's classic.
Looks like Raiders going to pull off a little early on that ball. That'll roll foul for foul at the third base line for a strike. Count is now 1-2. And yeah, I got to say, I agree. Back when I used to play baseball, I would go between the pants down and the pants up, and I was more of a pants up kind of guy.
Which is more comfortable?
Ooh, that's a good question. You know, you don't really think about it. You feel comfortable up there. You don't really think about the pants as you're playing. But in terms of comfort, I gotta admit the pants are a little comfier. As the pitcher is gonna check on Castillo out at second base. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Dominic Tello, who sits back on a curveball. He's going to line it out. Center fielder's got it on a sliding catch. Good play by the center fielder for the Bulldogs. That will finally bring an end to this inning. But not before the Apaches plate 4 runs on an RBI double by Frank Chavez and a 3-run blast by Brandon Wynn. Fantastic inning at the plate for Arcadia here.
And to start off the third inning for Pasadena, it's going to be number 11, Garza. Chris Wilson so far today has had 2 strikeouts and 1 hit in his 2 innings pitched.
Looks like we got some crew members over here to our live production. We'll put up some of our signature APN banners. So we're going to move out of their way a little bit. That first pitch to Garza was a strike, as that last one comes in as a ball. Count is even at 1-1. popped up by Garza. Looks like Jeff's under it. Shortstop will put that away for a routine pop out to start off the inning. You know, Claire, the third baseman for Arcadia over there, Raider Tello, he likes to do something that, I'll admit, sometimes gets me. On a pop-up to the left side, he will act like he's the one camped under it when, in fact, it is not him. There have been many a time where I'm looking for him to catch the ball, only to realize that he is nowhere near it. So thank you, Raider, for that. Count right now to the batter. Nguanza is 1-0 as he fouls that last one off for a count of 1-1 now. That ball is grounded. Routine to Raider over at third. Will make a throw over to Mikey Easter for the second out of the inning. Easy play for a fantastic third baseman over there. That'll bring around the top of the lineup for Pasadena. Leadoff batter Stewart. He struck out his first time in 3 pitches against Wilson. One of 2 strikeouts on the day for Pasadena. Off-speed pitch misses a little high there for Wilson. We'll start the batter off with a 1-0 count. That last pitch also misses. Count is now 2-0. Good batter's count for Pasadena right now.
2-1, no strike.
Chris Wilson fires it back in there. Count is now 2-1 with that last strike. Two-one pitch. Taken at the letters for a high strike. Good hard fastball by Wilson there. Two count, 2 out for Chris Wilson here. Off speed high. Wilson looks like he's having a little trouble with the off speed pitch today. Catcher Vogel might recognize the same thing. Fun fact for all you watching at home, Chris Wilson actually used to be the Apache News TA, didn't he, Clara?
He did for first semester.
We do miss him sometimes. Some of us over here find ourselves struggling to reach the top shelf, and Chris Wilson was a very nice and tall TA as he blows that by Stewart again. Second strikeout swing of the day. 3 on the day for Wilson total.
He's had quick outs this game. Seems like it's 1, 2, 3. Last inning, what, 1, 2, 3, 4? This one, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Wilson has allowed 1 runner so far, a single to Gonzalez in the second inning. Other than that, he's been lights out so far. Already 3 strikeouts, and it's just as many innings.
And it looks like Pasadena will be having the same pitcher come out this evening. Starting batting is Mikey Easter, who flied out his first plate appearance.
Cleanup batter Easter is going to watch an off-speed pitch down there for a first strike. Start him off 0-1 down. And he will watch that last fastball a little under the knees for ball. Count is now 1-1. Overall, so far, the Apaches are 7-0. Doing fantastic. As Easter will pop that one foul. It's going to land behind the Arcadia batting cage, on it, in fact. Let's hope it just comes back down. Count is now 1-2.
But yeah, the Apaches are 7-0. They're having a great season so far, coming off of last season's. What was last season's record, Jeremy?
Oh man, I think they ended overall 23-2, if I'm right.
That's an incredible record. That was the best record they've had since years and years.
Yeah, last year they were a fantastic team. However, they did fall short at the end of the season. They went undefeated until CV, where they lost heartbreaking loss.
Heartbreaking, especially to rivals Crescenta Valley.
If I'm right, was it Chase Peterson was thrown out at the plate the very last inning? Is that correct?
That may
I
be
may be
right.
wrong on who it was, but I believe that was the play. As that ball's going to miss in the dirt. Brings the count to 2-2. But a heartbreaking loss for the first CV game last year. They would go on to drop the second one as well. However, they did do fairly well in the playoffs, made it through a couple rounds, before ultimately falling to Long Beach, as Easter will call time.
Yeah, that Long Beach game was an exciting game.
I am sad I missed it.
I believe we streamed that game.
We did actually
We
stream
did.
that
I remember
game.
watching it at home.
I know. I think I had produced and directed every game up to that point, and I was so burnt out.
Maybe that's why they didn't win. You weren't there.
I mean, I was there for both CV games.
That's true.
But man, I was so burnt out. I remember watching that from the comfort of the PAC theater in the middle of a college seminar that I probably wasn't paying enough attention to because I was too busy watching our boys. Easter slaps that one to right field for a single. That'll make him 1 for 2 on the day. Now, Claire, last year's team was very large, if I remember. A lot of senior players.
Lots of senior players. But this year, you'd think after a year, a heavy senior team like that, you'd come out and struggle a little bit. But that's not the case for these Apaches. The junior class, the sophomore class, and the freshman class, they're all strong players, too. They're a great post-bill program here at Arcadia.
A lot of raw talent here. It's really amazing how you would think that the team would miss the seniors that they lost last year, but they seem to be doing just as good or even better shape than they were last year. Pitcher will check on Easter over at first. He'll get back in time, no problem. At the plate right now, Jacob Lopez. He is 0 for 0 with a walk in the second inning. He was picked off over at second base as the pitcher does the same thing over to Easter at first, but he is safe. Pretty apparent that the pitcher for Pasadena out there, Gutierrez, is a little shaken after that last inning. He is checking on Easter a lot. He does know there is speed on the base paths as Lopez watches a curveball for a ball, 1-0.
There is definitely speed on the bases, and when he does throw balls like that in the dirt that pop up, you got to be careful for the runner, else you're going to get bases stolen from you.
Yeah, Mikey Easter may be a pretty big guy, but he's not slow. He's pretty fast. Lopez slams that one through the left side. Third baseman diving, no good. That'll get past him for a single. Move Mikey Easter up to second base. Runners on first and second, nobody out. For the batter, Raider Tello now. Excuse me, Tyler Quintero. I've mistaken his number 8 for a 3. Quintero on the day is 1 for 1 with a run scored in the second inning. Frank Chavez batted him in with an RBI double. prime real estate for Tyler to rack up some more RBIs on the season.
Already has 4 so far in league play.
Yeah, and he has a walk-off hit back in the tournament they won. Beautiful game. As he watches that last pitch for a ball.
And that tournament was an Inland Valley tournament. They played a good game against Etiwanda, who's usually a tough school.
Oh, man, I remember talking to some of the guys before that, and they were a little nervous. So they knew the competition, and they came in, and it was nearly the same score as was for Pasadena on Tuesday. It was a 9-2 final. They made mincemeat of Etiwanda. The game might have started off a little slow, but once they got going, they got going.
I think there was like 4 runs in 1 inning.
Yeah, I believe so. Unfortunately, Apache News did attempt the live stream, but due to technical difficulty, we weren't able to get much of the game. I was there myself, and unfortunately, we did start packing up a little early. But I will say I did enjoy the last of the game as a spectator, and I was thoroughly entertained.
You guys were there long enough to get footage for the coverage for our sports show that we do have live streams on Wednesdays and Fridays. For more coverage of baseball, you can check those out.
Quintero slaps that into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Easter's going to be held up at third. Shortstop loses that ball in the transition. Everyone stays where they are. It'll be bases loaded. Nobody out for Frank Chavez. Frank is already 1 for 1 with an RBI double on the night. Now he's got the bases juiced. Nobody out. Coach coming out to look at his pitcher. There is someone warming up in the bullpen for Pasadena. This might be it. Go ahead and say it. He's cute. He's cute. So Pasadena is going to stay with the pitcher, Gutierrez. However, someone is still getting warm out in the bullpen. I wouldn't be surprised to see a pitching change here. Frank does come up big.
There's no outs, too, so it might be another long inning for Apache offense.
Yeah, that's right, Claire. There's no outs. This is not going anywhere. As Frank does watch an off-speed pitch at the knees for a strike. 0-1. Good job by Gutierrez getting ahead in the count to start. Frank will get under that a little bit. That'll be popped out right behind second base. Second baseman's going to pick that up for the first out of the inning. Not deep enough for Easter to tag over at third. It'll be 1 out.
And we have our cute little bat boy, Nick Lemus' son, grabbing the leftover bats for us.
I wish I had a bat boy when I was on the team. Up to the plate right now is catcher number 6, Gavin Vogel. It may be the bottom of the lineup for the Apaches, but it does not mean that there are going to be any pushovers here. The team is batting over 350 collectively, if I'm right. Oh, excuse me. I'm a little off.
319.
Over 300, though.
Close enough.
Close enough. As that curveball misses in the dirt for a ball, 1-0.
With all the hits and offense we've had so far today, it might be up to 350 now.
Six hits on the day for the Apaches. 4 runs, no errors, as that ball is fouled back. That ball is going to miss. Bring the count at 2-1 for Vogel here. With runners on every bag and 1 out, a ground ball could end the inning. The Apaches looking to at least come up with something. The last thing you want to do here in the 3rd inning is leave 4 men on base. As Vogel pops that straight back, it's going to get out of play foul. That'll make the count 2-2 now.
These pole vaulters got to stay awake. They might
Yeah,
get hit by a foul ball.
I'd be worried if I were out there on the track right now. If I were them, I would come over here to watch the game myself, or stay inside and watch the Apache News live stream of Arcadia High Baseball.
Nice segue.
Count for Vogel, 2-2. Bases loaded, 1 out. Infield is playing back, double play depth. Here's the pitch. He's going to... That is lined up the middle. Bounces. Great play by the shortstop. We'll get the double play. Actually, they will rule that a double play. Looks like that...
There's a little confusion there.
I believe that ball did bounce.
Do you have a replay on that?
If I'm right, that looks like it'll be a 6-3 double play, but I'm not positive. I thought I heard that ball bounce, but I could be wrong. Either way, good play by the shortstop. The Apaches do leave 4 men on base. Come up with nothing that inning.
For Justin.
That's number 3, Chris.
Leading off for the Bulldogs here in the 4th inning of play, it'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Perez, Goldman, and Olivetes. Perez is 0 for 1 on the day with a line out to second base in the 1st inning.
This will be Chris's 4th inning pitching.
That ball is going to be grounded out to Castillo over at shortstop. He's going to make a nice throw over to Easter for the 1st out. Routine play. Goldman flied out to right field in his 1st inning. This is now his 2nd at bat against Chris Wilson. Chris Wilson, Clara, actually did play football as well, right?
He did. Him and Dylan Garrow, who I believe is also on the baseball team. They were both part of our championship almost winning team last year.
That pitch is grounded over to second base. Nice diving play by Quintero. Deflects off his glove. That'll be single in the books. Anyway, Claire, tell us a little bit more about Chris Wilson and Dylan Guerra.
Chris Wilson, I believe, is on the defensive tackle, tight end.
I believe
for
that's
the
correct.
Apaches. Dylan Guerra was the quarterback. They ended up winning league the first time since, I believe, 2011. It was a remarkable season for the Apaches.
Season.
They made it all the way to the finals of the championship CIF Division 8 championship game.
Oh my, what a game.
Final score 33-30.
That was
the
against
loss.
Kaiser High School, am I
Yes.
correct?
It's a wonderful season. Upsetting outcome, but you know, the boys played the heart out.
That ball is in the dirt. It's going to get away from Vogel. The runner will move to second base on the wild pitch. Claire, tell us a little bit about that final play of the championship football game.
It's going to bring back the memories, but yes, it was, I believe there were 30 seconds left. Kaiser was in the red zone, and it was a field goal. It was an attempt. Everybody's like, oh, what if they miss? What if they miss? They ended up scoring. It was tied 30-30. In the last 10 seconds, they did score the goal, or the field goal, losing the game.
Man, I remember being on the field as the field camera for that game.
Yeah, me too.
Watching Kaiser set up for that field goal was like watching someone steal everything you own and you can't do anything about
Yeah.
it. That ball is line foul. Hot shot. Count is now 1-1 here to Olivetes. We're on second, one out. Count is 1-1 for Olivetes. He struck out. No. Yes, excuse me. He struck out in his last at bat. Wilson checks the runner over at second. Here's his pitch. 1-1 is a curveball. He's going to hit Olivetes right in the back.
That has to hurt.
That'll bring a runner over to first base on a hit by pitch. Runners on first and second now for Wilson here in his fourth inning of work. He's going to get a visit from his pitching coach, Coach Sergi. There's nobody warming up in the bullpen, so this is not a pitching change.
More like a pep talk.
More like a pep talk. Get him settled down in there. He's given up a base hit, a wild pitch. He's now hit a batter in his last 4 pitches, I believe. This is now the first time any Pasadena Bulldog has reached second base, I believe. I just want to give a quick shout out to the Apache News crew here, live stream this game on a Friday.
Yes, they came out here, hustled. You know, classes get out at 3. The stream started at 3:15. They came out here and they set up really quick to get you guys this live stream as fast as they could.
They did miss the first inning, but that's okay. You all didn't miss much. Everything did start in the second inning. But they're doing a fantastic job. We're all out here on our own time. And I'll also give a quick shout out to our director over there, is Lulan Yu. Lulan was a technical director for many baseball games last year. This is her first time directing her and producing her very own baseball game. So good on her. Great job. And keep up the good work. As Chris Wilson throws a curveball in a little low. Umpire didn't quite like that one. That'll make the count 1-0 here for Zuniga. Here's the 1-0 from Wilson. Fastball blew it right by him, 1-1. Zuniga nearly swinging out of his shoes on that pitch. Not even quite sure he saw it. Count is 1-1 here to Zuniga. Wilson from the stretch with a runner on second and first here in the fourth inning, 1 out. He's going to step off, look the runners back. Everybody will reset on that. on the base paths for Pasadena. Second base is on second right now is Goldman, and on first is Olivides on the hit by pitch. Again, the 1-1 from Wilson. He comes set from the stretch. Here's a pitch. Curveball is going to be fouled back. Count is now 1-2, puts Wilson ahead. On his last at-bat, Zuniga did ground out. Grounded to Raider Tello over at third. Count is now 1-2. 1-2 pitch from Wilson. Gonna be a fastball in there. Caught looking. Huge out for the Apaches. That's now 4 strikeouts on the day for Wilson. Seems to be getting at least 1 every inning here. It'll be 2 down now for the Bulldogs. Number 23, Gonzalez. He's playing first base for Pasadena. Now the sun is starting to go down here, and that makes it very difficult for everyone on the left side of the baseball field, especially for third baseman, any third baseman really. As they are in the hot corner, everything does show up a little bit faster there. So when you add that sun, it gets even a little harder to see. There's a shadow over home plate, makes it difficult to see the ball when it's hit. Sometimes nearly impossible. So Raider Tello is going to have his hands full over there at third, as well as Dustin Allen in left field. Oh, 1 count right now. Pitch to Gonzalez is just about outside for a ball. Count is 1-1. 2 down here for the Bulldogs, 2 men on. 1-1 count for Wilson. There are runners on, but they don't seem to be showing any signs of slowing him down out there on the mound. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Gets him out reaching. Grounded to Tell over at third. He's going to bobble it. Off the bag. He tries to pick it up and touch the third base bag with his foot. Just misses it. That's going to be...
unfortunate play there.
That was a routine chopper. Bobble. That's going to be an E5 on the play. 1 error for the Apaches so far.
It's going to have bases loaded for number 5, Escobedo.
Very out of character for Raider over there at third. Usually a fantastic defensive player, one of the best on the team. Wilson was nearly out of that inning just now, but instead on the air, that'll bring up number 5, Escobedo. I'm positive I'm pronouncing that wrong.
I think it's Escobedo.
Escobedo.
Escobedo? I think it's 0 or O.
You're right, Claire. It's Escobedo. I can't read my own handwriting. Counts Escobedo's own 1. Bases loaded here, 2 men out, as he watches another strike in there at the knees. Count is 0-2. Wilson 1 strike away from pitching himself out of a jam here in the 4th inning. Right fielder Brandon Wynn is shading towards the line in right field, most likely due to Chris Wilson's higher velocity here and the fact that it is the bottom of the lineup for the Pasadena Bulldogs. They are anticipating something to go a little further right than usual, as Escobedo just gets a little lucky there. The ball misses a little high for... Count is now 1-2 for Escobedo at the plate. So 4th inning here for Chris Wilson. The bases are loaded. 2 outs, 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Gets him swinging out in front. Chris Wilson picks up the K to get himself out of the jam there. Fantastic job.
Yeah, great job there by Chris Wilson.
Error on the play beforehand. Doesn't shake him at all. Gets himself right out of it.
Lead off the ball in the fourth inning of the Apaches. The right fielder, number 34, Brandon Wynn.
Leading off for the Apaches here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Bottom of the lineup, Brandon Wynn's going to line it over the right field.
What a way to start off the inning.
He's now 2 for 2 on the day with a home run, a 3-run home run, and a single to lead off the bottom of the fourth now. That'll bring up the top of the lineup, Jeffrey Castillo. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a flyout and a walk and a stolen base, in fact. Jeffrey, now a 4-year varsity player. He's been on the team since his freshman year. Pitch to Castillo at the letters for a strike. Seems to have other thoughts about that pitch. And I might agree with him on that.
I might too. Some of these calls, a little bit iffy.
Now, I have heard rumblings that the team is not a fan of this umpire behind the plate.
I think we saw that earlier with Jeffrey. A little bit of a talk between them two.
Yeah, right after Brandon Wynn hit that last home run, the pitcher almost hit Jeffrey in the head with a wild pitch. Jeffrey had a couple of words for the pitcher. Umpire had a little talking to with Jeffrey, make sure he didn't do that again. The 0-2 pitch misses high for a ball. 1-2. There is speed on the base paths over there for Brandon. Looks like we got some action in the bullpen going on. Is that Jacob Lopez I see warming up?
It looks like Jacob Lopez.
Claire, is Jacob Lopez a pitcher?
I think that's the other Jacob.
Well, if I'm right, I see Jacob Lopez warming up in the bullpen right now. Not sure if we're going to see him on the mound today, but keep your eyes open, guys. That's going to get Jeff out in front. He's going to strike out as the catcher tries to get Brandon Wynn at first. No dice. That strikeout for Castillo will bring up number 22, Dustin Allen. So far, Clara, all the heavy lifting for the Apaches is being done by the latter half of the lineup. All runs have been scored and driven in by the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th batters.
So maybe we see some runs coming up here.
Yeah, so far the top half of the lineup seems to be a little asleep so far. Another pickoff attempt over there.
I've seen a lot of those today too.
Yeah, Pasadena is aware of the speed on the base paths for Arcadia. So far, they haven't been able to do anything about it except for a pickoff of Jacob Lopez back in the 2nd inning over at second base. No count here for Dustin Allen as the first pitch is looked at. Ooh, excuse me. That's a strike at the letters. High strike zone for the umpire here. Home crowd and the home dugout seem to disagree with a lot of that. Catcher telling his pitcher to step off here. Looks like he gave him the wrong sign. Looks like the pitcher's got the right sign now. 0-1 pitch to Allen. Ooh. Apache's really unhappy with these calls here. That ball looked high and outside to me. The catcher's body language even said so. But the umpire has other thoughts, looks like. Allen's going to foul that off. He'll stay alive here, 0-2. He may not agree with the calls put on him previously, but he is going to do his best to do what he can. The 0-2 count that he's been given. One out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. On deck after Allen is Raider Tello. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a line out. As Allen will fly that foul to the right side. Out of play. Still an 0-2 count here to Dustin here. Here's the pitch in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. Brandon Wynn's going on the pitch. He's in there safe. Easy stolen base. One, 2 count here, Dustin Allen with a runner in scoring position. Pitcher will step off, everyone goes back. Sun's starting to set over the horizon. Should be easier on the third baseman and left fielders from now on. As the 1-2 pitch is in the dirt for a ball, runner stays. Great job working the count back to 2-2 for Dustin Allen here. Still warming up in the bullpen for the Apaches is Jacob Lopez. We may not see Chris Wilson coming out to finish the 5th inning here. One out, runner on second. 2-2 pitch to Dustin. It's going to be slammed into right field. High fly ball. Going back over the... That's going to land. One hop the fence. Brandon will score easily. Dustin is digging for 3. The throw is... not in time. He's in there with a RBI triple. Close play. Great throw by the right fielder and the second baseman to relay that. Little up the line. Dustin slides in head first with a triple. Way to work back from an 0-2 count.
Number 3, Raider Tello.
Raider will watch that first pitch for a ball, 1-0. Infield playing in here, not willing to give up that 6th run. All Raider has to do at the plate is hit something hard in the infield, as that is right at the shortstop. He'll ground out 6-3 for the second out of the inning. With 2 outs, that'll bring up sophomore Mikey Easter. Easter's 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a fly out. He's got 2 down here with a runner on third in the 5th inning. First pitch to Easter's looked at for a strike on the outside corner. Count is 0-1 to start.
I do believe so far in the season, Mikey does have the most hits off this team.
Slicing left. Looks like it's going to get over the head of the left fielder. Easter's digging for 2. He'll cruise in with a stand-up double. Allen will score on the play. It's an RBI double for Mike Easter. Some explicit songs here at the baseball stadium.
I wonder who the DJ is.
I see a couple batters getting loose out there in the Apache dugout. I see Dylan Guerra and Preston Howie swinging some bats, maybe getting ready for a pinch hitting opportunity. Looks like Dustin Allen is warming up now. Jacob Lopez is back in the dugout. as he's actually at the plate right now.
Looked like that one almost hit his hand.
Yet to see if Lopez will come out for the 5th inning. He's currently up at the plate with an 0-1 count. Lopez is 1 for 1 on the day with a walk and a single. Lopez is 4 for 4 in his last 4 at-bats. He has 2 singles, a double, and a home run. He'll come on here with a runner on second as he'll foul that ball back. Count is now 0-2. A little bit of an error on the graphic on your screen right there. Looks like the Apaches score disappeared, but rest assured, we still have those 6 runs. Count to Lopez, 0-2, 2 outs. He'll look at that pitch at the neck, high for a ball. Jacob Lopez, along with Jeffrey Castillo, is now a 4-year varsity returner. He's been on the team since his freshman year. Pitch to Lopez is a breaking ball, called third strike of the letters. Apache dugout still upset with his umpire on these high pitches. We'll send Lopez back to the dugout along with Easter from second base, and end the 4th inning.
Second baseman, number 11, James Barza.
Chris Wilson will return out to the mound here to finish out his 5th inning of work. Chris Wilson so far has 4 strikeouts in 4 innings. He's only allowed 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and 1 hit batter. As the batter for Pasadena, Garza, will foul that back for a first strike. Getting a little chilly now. The sun is going down. See some sweaters coming out. Chris Wilson will step off the mound, get another sign. Looks like he didn't like that last pitch. Oh, and it looks like our score is back out in the graphic. There's the 6 runs. As he will get the batter out in his front foot on that 0-2 with a breaking ball. Wind up from Wilson, who's the 0-2 pitch. We'll get the batter swing, foul tip into the mitt for a strikeout to start the inning. That's now 5 Ks for Wilson on the night.
Right fielder number 1, Alexander Inwanzo.
Wilson will fire that pitch in, but it misses for a ball. Count is now 1-1 to Inguanza. Count is now 1-2 for the 9th batter of the lineup here. Chris Wilson from the windup. Curveball misses over his head, causes the batter to duck. Count is now even at 2. Now Apache News may be here doing this live stream, but this is not the only production we've released today, Clara.
No.
We had a live show, as we always do on Friday. Clara, why don't you tell us a little bit about our show today?
So today, what stories do we have today? Today we have, well, Johanna and Colin were anchoring.
We also had another story about a field trip that the AP United States History class took yesterday. They went to a Heritage Square Museum, as well as a Japanese American National Museum. It is their second time going on this field trip. I actually did go with our very own Nick Marshall. We went on the field trip with the class. It was very fun. We got to see some students learn about some things they wouldn't otherwise learn inside the classroom. It's a really good way to immerse themselves within the history and learn some things they wouldn't otherwise know. As Chris Wilson strikes out his second batter in a row. That's now 6 on the night for Wilson.
Jackson Stewart.
Another story we covered, I think, was a recap of Wellness Week that we had here at Arcadia this week.
Yes, this week was Wellness Week, which is it's a special event put on by the club Voices of Ability. The aim of Wellness Week is to help students de-stress and try and think of healthier ways to live their high school lives. They did special events such as a rock band performance, and they actually did have therapy dogs here at the school.
They did, as well as food.
Oh, yes. Wonderful food. Free food, too.
And mental health seminar today, I believe,
yes.
after school.
So I do hope many of you Apaches did attend that seminar before going to this lovely baseball game or watching the Apache
Maybe
News
while
live
you're
stream.
watching it.
Yeah, maybe both. Maybe you're over there learning about how to treat yourself right, and also want to see Chris Wilson K6 batters. As the leadoff batter Stewart will watch that curveball for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
But we also released today, Clara. Apache News put out episode 1 of season 1 of their brand new podcast, Waveform. I am one of the hosts myself, along with the lovely Paula Contreras, as that ball is grounded over to second base for Tyler Turro. Throw it in the dirt. It's going to get away from Easter. The runner will go to second base on an error. It'll go down as an E4 in the book. Second error on the night for the Apaches.
Left fielder number 3, Christian Perez.
2 plays so far today, which I think would be routine plays. They've played a little bit of season.
Exactly. Tyler's coming in. Has the ball on his glove side. Threw it on the run, but in the dirt. Gets past the usually solid Easter over at first base. Oh, as I was saying, podcast, Claire.
Yes.
We released episode 1 of season 1. We had our special guest and a good friend of mine, Devin Haddad. He actually used to be the teacher's aide for the baseball team last year. We had him on. He talked to us about MMA fighting and his path getting there, and a little bit about bullying and how to be your own person. So it's only about 23 minutes long. If you've got some time, please go ahead and check that out. It's on the Apache News YouTube page right now. Go ahead and see that after the live stream.
Podcasts are very entertaining.
Yeah, we promised that we were.
I put it on. I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but I put it on while watching the homework, and I actually got distracted from the homework. The podcast was
really
pretty
now.
good.
Thank you, Clara. There will be a couple more episodes coming out for the first half of season 1. Just to tease, We had some French students here a couple weeks ago. We were fortunate enough to shoot a little something with them. We showed them a little bit about some American things we like to do here. We also shot a special episode, a little bit of culture that will be released again in due time. Clara, you know what a mukbang is?
Enlighten me.
A mukbang, man, I don't know if I remember, but I was taught that a mukbang was a kind of a Korean thing. It comes out of Korea. It's videos in which you just kind of eat food, ASMR stuff. You know what ASMR is? It's what calls a strike, but ASMR is a very interesting thing. I don't really know how to put it. It's when you do a lot of noise things right in front of a microphone. So we experimented with that on the podcast, so be sure to look out for those two things coming out soon. Fifth inning for Wilson here is 2 down, runner on second base. At the plate right now is number 3, Perez. Runner goes on the pitch, curveball. Vogel's going to make that throw in time, but high. The runner's in there with a stolen base.
Raider was lucky to pop up and get that one.
Yeah, good thing he's got a nice defensive player out there at third. Great height on that jump. Easily could have sailed in the left field, allowing Pasadena to score that run. Stolen base for Stewart. Now puts Pasadena the farthest it's ever been to home plate. First runner to reach third base on the day. The last pitch was a strike to Perez, though. The count is 1-2. 2 down here. Run on third for Wilson as he gets his sign come set. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Not a strike. Look good over here. Fantastic pitch by Chris Wilson. Not a lot of love from behind the plate. Looks like
Parents aren't happy with it either.
I can't blame them. The kids aren't getting much love out there, according to the umpire at least. 2-2 count. Runner on third. Top of the fifth inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed as Wilson strikes out the side swinging. 7 Ks for Wilson on the night. 5 innings of work. No runs allowed.
She see money all around me. I look like I'm the man. Yeah, but I was counting out like last week. Tell me where have you been? Hey, what about it, girl? Don't act like I'm your man. I'm just a fan. You wrong, right? Oh no. I'm finna sneak, girls up around me, ain't a plane when I'm coming for the kitty, got my phone got it. Do it for my kids and the ghost right there. Do it for my kids and the ghost right now. Always gotta kill for the boy, living dreams in the hills, and they wonder for the boy right now, guys. For the time with a gill, feel what them young boys feel. I kill, never be killed, that's real, no lie. You can tell it from my peers right now. Bitch, you wanna f me now. Bitch, you wanna love me now. Girl, you can't tie me down like Ray J said, but no, I'm down. Freaking nigga, show me something. Feel like it owe me something. Pushing on the bird like a button. Time now. Getting ready in the function. So much like it's nothing. Everywhere I go now, all they got me rubbing, jumping.
Hey, nice to meet. I never had it. Who you be? Yeah, peace. That's our peace. Now the clock is to his beat. She asked me to her bed. She said my heat. She said, but I live in the hills. That's just the way I sleep. Stop that madness. I'm a savage. In traffic when I get
I got my city doing front flips.
Look at the picture for the Apaches. Representing Preston Howley.
Starting off the bottom of the 5th inning for the Apaches is Preston Howley for senior Tyler Quintero. Followed by him is Dylan Guerra, pinch hitting as well.
These two were taking some practice swings in the batting cage earlier. Here they are getting some real cuts. Preston Howie pitched earlier in the week. He got the win against Pasadena. He went 3 innings, allowed 1 run.
Behind the plate, he is batting with .286 average.
Not a bad average for the year. This is Preston's first year on varsity as he looks at that first pitch in for a strike. Here's a pitch from Lopez in the dirt for a ball. Count is now 1-1 to Howie.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's the windup from Lopez and the 1-1 pitch in there, dropped by the catcher, but it's still a strike. Count now 1-2. Well, Claire, it's that time of year again. Apache News is looking for new recruits. If you're interested in joining Apache News, please come to our info meeting next Friday, March 15th, I believe.
Yes, the 15th. Applications will be due the following Friday. But as the part of the recruitment committee, we're looking ready to see some fresh faces.
Yeah, we're really excited to see some new people in APN next year. A lot of us are seniors, so we'll be leaving. But we are more than happy to leave the class in the hands of some very talented, capable young people. So if you are interested, please come out to your info meeting. We'll help you walk you through the process. And hopefully we'll see you in interviews. Count to Preston is now full. Nobody on, nobody out as he leads off the inning.
3 ball, 2 strikes.
Full count. Pitcher Lopez gets his sign from the windup. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Looked at low by Howie. He'll take a leadoff walk. I was worried he was going to get rung up there for a second the way this umpire's been calling the game. That'll bring up pinch hitter number 2, Dylan Guerra. He'll be standing in for Frank Chavez as DH.
He has 1 hit so far this season.
Again, Guerra, football player down with Chris Wilson. Looks like something's going on. Umpire not happy with
The necklace that he's wearing, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like a necklace.
Dylan is also the quarterback of our Apache football team and my Map State partner.
Shout out to Dylan Guerra. Looks like even though Dylan Guerra was told to remove some jewelry, everything looks okay in the dugout. Saw some laughing going on. And I gotta say, Clara, these baseball guys are pretty funny. I was on the bus with them earlier on Tuesday to go to their game, and man, it feels like I never left. they're quite hilarious. As Guerra will watch that curveball in the dirt for ball 1. Guerra pinch hit earlier in the week over at Pasadena. Not much doing at the plate though for him that day. Went 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Hoping today would be a little different as Preston takes his lead over at first base. Lights starting to come on here at Brook Field. As the 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed by Guerra way late on the fastball. Count is now 1-1. Guerra getting some coaching from Lee Minnesota in the dugout. Letting this guy know to start a little earlier on his swing. Fifth inning here for the Apaches. Count is now 1-1 to Guerra. Runner on first base, and Preston Howie will swing. Get a piece of that one. We'll go straight back to the backstop. Count is now 1-2.
One more, 2 strikes.
1-2 to Guerra now. Behind in the count. Hoping to at least put the ball in play here. Infield playing a double play depth. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled right into his ankle. Count will remain 1-2. Warming up again for the Apaches in the dugout. Jacob Lopez again. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Skied out to left field. Center fielder going back. He's under it. He'll make the play for the first out of the inning. That'll send Preston back over to first base. Garrett getting under that pitch. Send it back pretty deep. That'll be an eight for the first out. Batting eighth for the Apaches right now is catcher Gavin Vogel. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk, a run scored, and a double play back in the third inning. That got Pasadena out of a bases-loaded one-out jam. The Apaches left 4 men on that inning. 3 men on, excuse me. It is quite impossible to leave 4 men on base. At the same time, that is. As that first pitch will miss low for a ball. 1-0. Lopez comes set on the mound. Here's the pitch. Line into right field by Vogel. That's in for a base hit. Gets past the right fielder. Preston Howe's easily going to come around and scores. That ball nearly rolls the wall. Vogel's running around. He's getting around second base, going for third. The throw is in time. Great relay will get Vogel out at third base. That will go down to the books as a single and an E9, but Vogel is out on the throw.
Not before scoring a run, though.
Not before getting 1 RBI.
Right
So good job on Vogel.
Brandon Wynn.
Well, this is going to be interesting to put in the scorebooks, Clara.
Go, Brandon.
Single,
Teamwork is.
an error, and a relay. It's a 9-4-5, I believe. Second out of the inning, not before Howley scores. As that first pitch to Brandon Wynn is ball, 1-0. Apaches now, 7 runs total in the game. Missed low for a ball. 2-0.
Two ball, no strike. Go, Brandon.
Here's the pitch. Good hitter's count for Brandon. Take that pitch low. 2-1 now. Not what he was looking for up there. Nodding his head. So far in the night, Brandon is 2 for 2 with a home run, a single, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. He also has a stolen base. And pitch 2-1. He's going to get out in front, routine grounded to first base. First base will take him himself. 3 unassisted in the inning.
End of the 5th inning, the score is 7-0 in favor of your Apaches.
Love is the best place to find love. It's the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots with the bars with no talk slow. I'm over the top of conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a try. Now it's my hands up, melon on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love is handmade for somebody like me. Come now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me, say boy, that's it.
Apaches, number 13, Jacob Lopez. Coming to play left field, number 2, Dylan Guerra. Coming to play second, number 7, Preston Howley. Moving to center, number 2, Dustin Allen.
cutting their DH. No more DH.
5 innings pitched with 7 strikeouts,
No more DH.
2 hits, and 1 hit by pitch.
Number 13 is in center field. Center fielder.
A great look at those clouds there. Beautiful view here at Arcadia tonight. Hope those dark clouds stay away at least for the next 2 innings here.
We got a little break from the rain the last 2 days.
Yeah, I normally, Claire, I'm a huge fan of rain. We don't get a lot of it here in California, but as someone who has to walk to school in the morning, I would appreciate it if it would stop for a little bit.
As someone who's in track, when the track coach tells me to stop practice with rain, I don't care for the rain.
I'm sure the baseball team would appreciate a lack of rain too, as rain is very damaging to the infield. So coming on in relief here for Chris Wilson in the 6th inning is the usual center fielder Jacob Lopez now. So come on to possibly close out the last couple innings here. His first pitch is a little high and inside for a ball, 1-0. Good velocity here for Lopez to start. He'll face the 3-4-5 heart of the lineup to start here. Up first is Goldman, number 7. As that second pitch is in there for a strike, count is even now, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Batter knew that was a strike, looks like. He is already out of the box on the breaking ball. Count is now 1-2. Like a changeup there from Lopez. Lopez gets his sign, the 1-2 count, nobody on, nobody out. Leadoff batter, Goldman, here's the pitch. He's gonna chop that over. Tough play for Castillo, he's gonna make the throw, it's in time. 1 out.
Nice play there by Jeffrey.
6-3 for the first out. That'll bring up cleanup batter, number 16, Olivares, as he will call timeout. We'll talk to his third base coach. Some action down in the Pasadena bullpen. Looks like they got someone warming up down there. Warming up the Apache bullpen, number 8, Tyler Quintero. First pitch to Olivares, misses low for a ball. Pitch nearly dusts him off the plate there. 2-0. That would be a great time to follow back with an off-speed pitch. When you're a batter and you get dusted off the plate with a high and in fastball like that, you're not really looking to keep your shoulders in there for an off-speed pitch. So 2-0 delivery from Lopez is going to be grounded right to Raider, bobbled, deflects off him, and he recovers and makes the throw over at first base for the second out. Good job over there by Raider Tello. 2 in a row here for Jacob Lopez. That'll bring up number 5 batter, Zuniga. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a ground out and a strikeout looking. That ball is chopped foul. Great catch over there by Coach Klein on the Apache dugout. Barehanded that ball. That'll make the count 0-2 now.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Lopez gets his sign. The 0-2 pitch. Low and outside for a ball. 1-2. Good idea. Not giving him anything too good here. 1-0-2 count. Here we go. The 1-2 pitch is an off-speed pitch called a ball. I've seen that same pitch called a strike on the Apaches at least a few times tonight. Not sure what's going on there.
2 ball, 2 strikes.
2 now. Pitch is scooped into center field. Line drive single for Dugan.
First base number 23, Michael Gomez.
That is now only the 3rd hit of the night for Pasadena. Runner on first now with 2 outs for the number 6 batter, Gonzalez. He is 1 for 2 on the night. Great stab by Rader over at 3rd. Throws up the line, but fast enough for Easton to dive back, tag the base for the out. What a play! Let's hope the runner's okay on that. Looks like he flopped over first base.
That hurt.
My night runs into morning all the time. Through my phone, I'm scrolling. Hang my life. Off that drink, it's hard to focus.
Okay.
Like I'm always
Okay.
chosen.
Forget the water bottle.
Now hopeless. We can make
You gonna get the water bottle?
and if you down, who knows? I might just do you like me love it. I'll make you mine like you're
First pitch for Pasadena, number 7.
It looks like we actually got some donuts over here, Clara. It's like our very own Michael Dye is bringing them over. What's going on, Michael? Michael, say hi to the people at home. Hello. Oh my.
Those look good.
Clara, go ahead and take one.
Toronto, baby. Toronto.
Can I have one too, Michael?
Toronto.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you, whoever you are, for these lovely, lovely donuts. I believe, Claire, these donuts came from a special money drive we had here. It was a fundraiser we had as a high school, the SCAC money drive. It's to support our namesake, the White Mountain Apaches. Everything we donate goes straight to them, and whichever classes donate $75 at least get a free box of donuts.
Number 3, for Pasadena, number 15, Logan Vegas. Lead off the count of 6 innings, Apaches. For shortstop, number 88, Jeffrey Castillo.
Leading off for the Apaches, coming back to the top of the lineup. It'll be 1, 2, 3 for Arcadia. Jeffrey Castillo, followed by Dustin Allen and Rader Tello. Coming on relief for Lopez for Pasadena is actually the cleanup batter, number 7, Goldman. They'll face the top of the lineup here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That first pitch to Castillo is in there for strike 0-1. However, the second one is wide. Count is now even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Jeff is going to pop that one up behind first base. First baseman capping under it. He'll make the play. Jeff's going to foul out to start the bottom of the 6th inning.
Center, number 42, Dustin Allen.
That's going to bring up number 22, Dustin Allen. I believe tripled his last at bat.
Yeah, Dustin Allen tripled for an RBI in his last at bat. He's 1 for 3 on the night as he swings through that first pitch for a strike. Not a lot of swings and misses for the Apaches here tonight. I believe I haven't seen that many. They've made contact with nearly everything they've swung at.
That's what makes them so dangerous.
Yeah, they really are on those pitches. Because when they swing, they're doing something with it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Count now is even 1-1 to Dustin Allen. Here's the pitch. He'll look at it low for a ball, 2-1. And the bat on deck circle right now for Arcadia. Number 3, Raider Tello, did a fantastic play in that last half inning. Here's a 2-1. Dustin's going to watch that pitch for a strike. Count is even at 2-2 now.
2 ball, 2 strike.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. Dustin, curveball is out in front of that. Center fielder drifting back. Looks like he's under it. He'll make the catch for a second out of the inning. I must say, I do like the Raiders' choice of walk-up music.
It is one of my favorites.
A little different than what I'm used to from these Apaches. Good variety. Is it? This is an old song.
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s. That's some nostalgia right there. The days of Nacho Libre. Actually, funny story about Nacho Libre. A couple years ago, there was a member on Arcadia Baseball. His name was Eddie Press. Eddie Press for Halloween, when you're dressed up as Nacho from Nacho Libre. He had an amazing costume. Back then, the Arcadia would actually play a Halloween game in costume, scrimmage. And, watching Eddie fly around the bases with a little red cape was pretty hilarious, I must say. As Raider will watch that pitch for a ball. Count is now 2-1. Here's a 2-1 pitch. He's going to watch that for a strike. Count is even at 2 now. Clearly, you look a little cold over there.
I am pretty chilly.
I must say I'm pretty cold too. I thought I layered up enough, but as always, I'm wrong. As that ball is flied out to center field. Center fielder running in. Calls Swart. He'll make the catch. Apaches go down in order 1, 2, 3. Nothing doing for them here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Final at-bats here for Pasadena High. They're down 7-0 in the top of the 7th inning.
It's the top of the 7th.
And it looks like they're going to be facing... Jacob Lopez again. Patches look like they're making a defensive substitution here. It looks like Mikey Easter coming out to second base, which means most likely Tyler Quintero will be on the mound. Yes, that is correct. Tyler will be taking the mound here to close out the game. Coming in relief for Lopez. Lopez, 1 inning.
9 for 11
Got 3
runs
outs.
in the 8th spot.
Allowed 1 hit.
9 for 11. And then we're at 0-0 for 1 in the 9th spot. 0-0 for 1 in the 9th spot.
Really must be serious. Holla, scared eyes, push your fears. Holla, do it just like Nicky going a minute over.
Apaches will line up defensively with Tyler Quintero on the mound as Jacob Lopez goes back to center field. Gavin Vogel remains behind the plate as Dustin Allen comes in at first base for Mikey Easter, who moves over to second base to fill in for Tyler on the mound. Third and short remain the same. The Raider Tello and Jeffrey Castillo over at short. And left field is taken on by Dylan Guerra right now as Dustin Allen moves over to first base.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Designated hitter number 5, Hugo Escobedo.
Leading off here in the final inning of play for Pasadena, number 5, Escobedo, as I have now learned how to pronounce that name correctly. And I've also learned how to read my own handwriting. It only took the whole game. Here's the pitch from Quintero. Will be lined out into left field. That's 2 bases easy. Escobedo rounding first. Guerra's going to pick it up in left field, make a throw into second. That is not in time. Escobedo slides in for a double to lead off the top of the 7th inning.
Going to pitch for Pasadena number 9, Gavin Arcadia.
Following that double, will be a pinch hitter for Pasadena here. Number 9, and excuse me when I inevitably pronounce this name wrong, Gavin Nuskajian. Nuskajian. Let's go with Nuskajian. First pitch to him is low in the dirt. We're just going to call him Gavin.
Gavin works.
Gavin works better. Gavin number 9. Shout out to Gavin number 9 as he digs in for a 1-0 count right now. That next pitch will come in right at the knees, but no good for a strike. Count is now 2-0. Quintero falling behind the count here to start. Got a runner on second, nobody out. Now they do have some padding as they have a 7-run lead, and all they need to do is close out and get 3 more outs here. But we've seen all too many times that in the last inning of baseball is when things can fall apart. As the third pitch of the at-bat misses low in the dirt, counts at 3-0. Gavin will most likely be taking all the way.
3-1, no strike.
However, should Tyler walk this next batter, that will create a force opportunity and double play opportunity for the 9th batter of the lineup. There is some wiggle room out here. Pitch from Quintero is in there for a strike, 3-1. Popping the glove of Vogel behind the dish.
3-1 strike.
3-1. Quintero has his sign, comes set. Runner on second base takes a look at him. 2 looks, he lists. Here's the pitch. In the dirt for a ball. Good block by Vogel. Keeps the runner at second. Now runners at first and second here in the top of the 7th inning as Castillo is coming on to give Tyler a few words of encouragement here. Time called by Vogel at the plate. Some of the infielders coming in to give Tyler a little bit of a talk. Settle their man down and close out the last few batters. Gavin will take that base on balls. As there are now runners at first and second with nobody out. For the 9th batter, who will be pinch hit for, standing in for him, is 0-0, Eric Rodriguez. He's a senior, utility man for the Bulldogs. Runners take their leads. Tyler comes set on the mound. First pitch of the AB. Wow, I picked up an accent on that one for some reason. It's fouled off to the left side, 0-1. It's just been one of those weeks, Clara, you know? You just start talking and eventually you become a little more southern for no reason. I'll blame it on the donut. I don't know what was in there. Those were very good donuts. Thank you, Michael Dye, for being our delivery guy.
Shout out Michael Dye.
0-1 pitches in there for a strike at the knees. 0-2 now to Rodriguez.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Getting a little hard to keep score out here. My fingers are getting a little cold. Quintero's ahead in the count, 0-2. 1 more strike. Could get the Apaches 1 out closer to closing out this ball game here on this lovely Friday night. As that pitch is flown out to right field, Brandon Wynn is under it. Tagging up is the runner at third who won't go. The throw will be cut off by Castillo.
Center number 13, Jackson Stewart.
That'll be the first out of the inning for Tyler Quintero. And bring the top of the lineup around. Number 13, Stewart will now take some cuts. He is 0 for 3 on the day, but he did reach base last time on an error by Tyler Quintero himself. Did steal third base as well. First and second, one man out here in the top of the 7th inning as Tyler steps off. One thing I have noticed, Clara, is I see two kinds of stirrups out there on the field. I see a little bit of red and a little bit of gold. As that pitch is in the dirt. That's kind of been bothering me tonight, I must say.
It's uniform for a reason. That's one of my problems with MLB. Some of them wear their pants up, and some of them wear them down, so you can see their socks. I think that all teams should wear the same thing.
Interesting.
All players.
You don't think that it's part of the individuality?
I do not. I think their cleats are part of the individuality.
Like you're professional, we're paying you money, you better wear what I tell you?
Yep. Making $300 million a year.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Clara Montenegro, everyone should wear the exact same thing.
I will start a petition.
Will you also get them to play Sweet Victory at the World Series? A pitch by Quintero misses in the dirt for a ball. Count is now 3-0 to Stewart.
3-1, no strike.
One out here, 3-0 to Stewart. Likely he will be taking all the ways. In the event that Tyler does walk him, the bases will be loaded with one man out for the number 2 batter, Perez. Stewart shows bunt, takes it, but that is in there for strike 3-1 now for Tyler Quintero on the mound. Out on the bases right now at second base is Escobedo. He doubled his lead off the inning. Over on first is Gavin, number 9. He walked. That pitch is in there for a strike. Stewart thought that was going to be ball 4, but no. The count is now full with one out. Staying so high, these runners are going to be staying put most definitely here.
3-1, 2 strike.
Full count now to Stewart. Quintero comes sit on the mound. He has his pitch. Checks his runner. Here's the pitch. Ball is fouled over to the track. Count will stay alive at full. Count is still full here to Stewart at the plate. Quintero looking to get a ground ball here, possibly end the inning right now, and the game. We'll check his runner. Here's the full count pitch once more. Is again fouled back, this time way past the snack shack. I see some kids over there playing soccer. I hope they're playing heads-up soccer. Coming up next is the 8th pitch of this at-bat.
Speaking of soccer, both the boys and girls teams just ended their season a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, former APN alumni Jacob Tedford actually playing for boys soccer. He won the Student Athlete Award in December, I believe. Wish him the best of luck. He called many baseball games for us last year. That ball is grounded over to the first base side. Ooh, miscommunication over there by Dustin Tyler. Stewart's going to reach. Lack of communication. Coach Lemus calls time. He's going out there to talk with his guys. Surely not pleased with what just happened on that last play.
They talking down on my name.
Don't let them run off with the name. Man, I just run with the game. They said, boy, came with the flame. Gang.
Coming to begin the Apaches, number 22, Dustin Allen.
22 comes from first base to pitch. 22 is now pitching. He's from first baseman.
They trying to run with the name.
22, Allen.
But I'm not with no claim. Gang. Gang. No one's not blessing the same. I'm done with the just and the fame. Pull up on your son, leave a stain. Gang. Gang. I tell them what the gang. I tell them what the game. It's time to fuck the whole game. I'm with the mob. Shout out to the nose and the guys. They love when my ride. I act like the stars. I tell them, cover your eyes. When we go blind, we losing the mind. We keep separating motion and blind. Convincing my body go blind. It's one in the dark. I keep you open my blinds. For years and that's what I'm wrong. Until the man wake up and I'm just trying to beat. A bunch of from a long time ago. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Like dominoes. Get the rhyme go. Spending my time to go high. Go ramen the black and open many kind of East Coast. On this with platinum. Dealing with life in this high to lows. I'm just feeling like I suppose. I guess it's called living. I suppose. I'm on my living, don't doubt it all. You talking about spending on buying clothes. I'm about my business, but I'm alone. I still had the vision when I was broke. Flying out with Mr. Board shows. I pray to God I don't overdose. I put ASAP on my tag. I put New York on the map. I put the game on the plane. They gon' remember the name. They running boys with the chain. I got go y'all by the sack. I got the beat by the back. I'm the ball on the back. Gang, gang. That was not nothing to say. I'm done with the judge and the pain. Pull up on your city, you stay. Gang, gang. I tell them what the game. I tell them what the game. It's time to fuck the whole game.
Coming on for relief here in the top of the seventh inning, Dustin Allen. Quintero will exit the game with only one-third of an inning pitched. The 3 runners on base are his, so should they score, the runs will go to him in the book. As that first pitch from Allen, a little inside. Dustin will face number 3 Perez to start. The next pitch comes in for a strike, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Or for the Apaches. They're 2 outs away from closing out this game. As that pitch is blocked in the dirt by Vogel. Good stop to keep runners where they are. Apaches are going to have to pitch to contact and play defense here because a walk will plate a run and do nothing in terms of getting the second out. As the next pitch is popped foul. Count is now even at 2. Apache infield playing about average depth. Deep enough to cover anything that would go over their head. As the next pitch is foul over the first base dugout. Easter will take a look. So will Brandon Williams. That was out. Count will remain 2-2. That last at bat for Stewart was a 9-pitch at bat. He fouled off a couple at the end before getting that single. I guess that's what you can call it. As that ball nicks Perez, that's the last one you want to force in a run on the mound. Perez is hit by a pitch and gets an RBI. That last one, Quintero. Dustin will not receive that run on the score. Escobedo will come in and score on that last hit by pitch after double the lead off the inning. Everyone else will move up one base. That now puts Gavin, number 9, at third. Stewart on second and Perez on first. As that first pitch is a strike to Goldman. He pitched in the last inning for the Bulldogs. That pitch is flied out to right center. Calling forward is right fielder Brandon. And play at the plate. That's going to be up the line, not in time. That will be an out for the Apaches, but a run will score on the sac fly. It'll be a sac fly and an RBI for Goldman.
Hey, Robert, nobody's better, huh?
2 runs for Pasadena.
Right now, Robert.
One out closer to the end of the game.
Arcadia now has a base open over at third with 2 men on, 2 out here in the 7th inning, up by 5 runs now. Dustin gets his sign. Here's a pitch. It's going to be grounded over to Easter. This should do it. He'll take it on over the bag himself. We'll put out the third out of the game, and that is ball game. It'll go as a win in the books for Arcadia. Chris Wilson will collect the win. He goes 5 innings, striking out 7, giving up 2 hits, only hitting 1 batter. Following Wilson was Jacob Lopez. He ended up going 1 inning of work in the 6th, gave up 1 hit. He was followed by Tyler Quintero. Only pitched a third of an inning, but he will pick up those last 2 runs. Dustin Allen comes on to close, working on his last 2 outs. Final score here, 7-2.
Games that we were expecting so far this season, but our Apaches did come out with a win of 7-2. Had 5 runs, 7 runs, excuse me. And great pitching today. What are some key points that we can take away?
Well, Arcadia's pitching is still doing fantastic. Chris Wilson going 5 innings, striking out 7, no runs allowed. Picked up by Jacob Lopez in the 6th inning. He goes 1 inning, only gives up a hit. Tyler Quintero got in a little bit of trouble. He only got 1 out. Gave up a couple. He got those 2 runs that Dustin allowed, and we'll go to Tyler. But Dustin closed out the game, getting the last 2 outs to finish. The Apaches did great. Our offense is still doing fantastic. There's a home run by Brandon Wynn, the 9th batter, way back in the 2nd inning. He went 2 for 2 in the day. Dustin Allen also had an RBI triple. The Apaches are doing fantastic all throughout the whole lineup. Everyone can hit. And it's looking like it's going to shape up to be a good season. They're already
yeah. 8-0. They're undefeated.
2-0 in league so far. It's looking to be great. The final box score for tonight is Pasadena 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Arcadia has 7 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors. Their defense has been a little shaky so far. They've made 5 errors in the last 2 games, but nothing their offense and defense can't handle.
So yeah. Stay tuned on APN for coverage of the game on Wednesday, and stay tuned for more live streams. We'll see you later, Apaches.
See you, Apaches.
And spring that came summer.